This is week 7 of the 2010 season. Coach Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers are 4-1. We are coming off of the victory at home in week 6 over the Cleveland Browns. We had some extra time to prepare for the game, had a bye in week 5. We were looking to bounce back after the blowout loss at home in our divisional opener against the Ravens. Like in every game this season, we gave up the first points of the game. The Browns were able to take a 7-0 lead, and they held it 7-0 after one. But the final 3 quarters of the game, we were able to take control of things. Big games from McCoy, from Randall L. Roethlisberger was really settling in. Our defense really played great the second, third, and fourth quarter. And we were able to take a 14-7 lead at halftime, and we did not look back. Ended up winning the game quite comfortably. 38-7 was the final, getting our first divisional win of the season, improving our record to 4-1. A great bounce back after the ugly loss against Baltimore. Let's take a look at all the action from week 6. 38-7 victory against the Browns. Great day for the Steelers. The Saints blowing out the Buccaneers. The Packers getting a victory over the Dolphins. Chargers beat the Rams. Patriots 29, Ravens 12. So that is some good news there for us. Seeing the Ravens take their second loss of the season. The Chiefs beat the Texans. Lions beat the Giants by a field goal. Eagles beat the Falcons by a field goal. Seahawks beat the Bears. 49ers beat the Raiders. Broncos beat the Jets. Vikings beat the Cowboys. Redskins beat the Colts by a field goal. That was the stunner of the week and possibly the stunner of the season so far. The Colts were undefeated, defending AFC champs. The Redskins did not have a win all season entering the game, and they were able to pull off a stunner, winning by a field goal at home. And the Jaguars finished off week 6 by defeating the Titans. That is all the action from week 6. Take a look here at the players of the week. Offensive player of the week, David Garrard, quarterback from the Jaguars. Defensive player of the week, Cam Chancellor, safety for the Seahawks. AFC Defensive Player of the Week, Steve Gregory from the Chargers. And NFC Offensive Player of the Week, Drew Brees from the Saints. Look here at our stats so far. James Harrison leading with 27 tackles. He's been playing great. He has 2 touchdowns. 2 interceptions. Polamalu right behind him. He has 2 interceptions. And they both do have touchdowns. Same with Larry Foote. He has a pick for an INT as well. Burnett with an interception also. Defense has been playing very good for us, for sure. See, the opponents have put up quite a few points on us during the season, but they were certainly not all on the defense. There's been quite a few defensive scores that we surrendered. They've been playing a very good football, especially late in games. Kicking-wise, Jeff Reed, 5 of 6, along with 48 yards. 30 punts for Sepulveda. He's done well. 23 kick returns from Randall L. 28 punt returns. Passing-wise, Ben Roethlisberger had a nice game last week. He was a bit rusty in his first game back. But now he has 519 yards in his 2 games, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, along with 79 yards. Look at all the stats for Roethlisberger and Fitzpatrick. And LaShawn McCoy has been playing some great football, coming off of another big game. 580 yards total, 6 touchdowns for him. Moldy Moore's got in the end zone twice. Leonard Weaver got in the end zone for the first time as a Steeler last week. Receiving-wise, Antoine Randall leads with 23 catches. He has 4 touchdowns. He's coming off of a huge game. Hines Ward has 17 catches, 2 touchdowns, 15 catches for Heath Miller, 12 catches and 2 touchdowns for Mike Wallace. And also a touchdown from Emmanuel Sanders. And now our opponent coming up here, the Miami Dolphins. Cameron Wake leads tackle-wise for them. interception from Maya Bell. Couple more interceptions. Smith, EC. Kicking wise, 12 of 13. Dan Carpenter, he's been very sharp, 92%, along with 50 yards. 29 punts from Brandon Fields. Von Best doing the majority of the kick returns. Sheets also has 12, and Best doing the punt returns. Passing wise, they've had some different guys due to injuries. Chad Henne, 922 yards leading there. Six touchdowns to 5 interceptions, 56 yards. Also Chad Pennington and Pat White getting some play as well. Chad Henne is the guy for the Dolphins, the starting QB, and he is who we will be facing indeed. Rushing wise, Ronnie Brown leads, is 269 yards. Polite with 146 yards. Williams with 89 yards. Williams was banged up earlier in the season, each of them with 1 touchdown run. Receiving wise, Marshall leads with 26 catches, 2 touchdowns. 21 catches here, 9 catches for Bess. Carmelo, Bess, and Hartline also getting into the end zone. Hartline has 2 touchdown receptions on his 9 catches. Now I look at some noteworthy NFL stats. Leading tackler Will Witherspoon from the Titans, 52 tackles. Garrett Hartley continuing to be spot on, 16 of 16 along with 55 yards. Here are some of the passing stats. Tony Romo with the best quarterback rating. Kevin Cobb leading with 1,640 passing yards and with passing touchdowns from Tom Brady. Rushing wise, the leading rusher is Frank Gore, 583 yards. Michael Turner 1 yard behind him. And LaShawn McCoy 3 yards behind Gore. So all extremely close in the top 3 spots. But you look at the average per game, we did have a bye week. LaShawn McCoy has got the best average in the NFL, rushing wise per game. Receivers here, Marcus Colson leads with 45 catches. Sean Jackson has a ton of receiving yards. Those are some noteworthy NFL stats. And now we get ready here for Week 7. It's going to be the 5-1 Eagles at the 1-5 Titans. The Bengals, they are 1-4. They're going to be going on the road against the Falcons. Browns are 2-4, going on the road against the defending Super Bowl champion Saints. We are 4-1, going on the road against the 0-5 Dolphins. Rams at the winless Buccaneers. 49ers at the Panthers. Redskins at the Bears. Jaguars at the Chiefs. Bills at the 4-2 Ravens. Those are the 1 o'clock games. Now 4:05. The Cardinals at the Seahawks, both 3-2. 4:15. The Raiders at the Broncos, both 3-3. Then the unbeaten Patriots at the Chargers. The Sunday night game is the unbeaten Vikings at the 5-1 Packers. Huge game there in the NFC North. And Monday night, the Giants at the Cowboys. That's a look at our schedule coming up here. Now we'll take a look at the standings. 2 unbeaten teams remaining in the NFL. That is the Patriots and the Vikings. Of course, the stunner last week, the previous unbeaten Colts, falling to the previously winless Redskins. Patriots, only unbeaten team in the AFC. Vikings, only unbeaten team in the NFC. And we currently have the lead in the AFC North after the Ravens fell to the Patriots last week. That's their 2nd loss. We have, of course, played 1 less game than them. But we're hoping to get off to 5-1 here. Browns are 2-4, defending AFC North winner. Bengals are at 1-4. They come off of their first victory. AFC South, the Colts still have the lead there by 2 games. They're 5-1. Patriots, they're up there in the AFC East. They're 5-0. Jets are 3-3. Next closest team to them. AFC West could not be any closer. The Chiefs 3-2. Everyone else 3-3. NFC North, Vikings are 5-0. Packers are 5-1. They are playing this week. That's obviously a massive game there. The winner will move into first place. NFC South, Falcons are 4-2. They are in the lead above the defending Super Bowl champions. NFC East, the Eagles got the lead, a 2-game advantage over the Giants. And the NFC West, very close to their Seahawks, Cardinals, Rams, and 49ers behind them. Now we'll take a look here at the injury report. So we are still going to be without Hartwig and Farrier. Looks like 5 more weeks for them. Of course, Trey Essex, we knew, out for the season, unfortunately. Look at some other noteworthy injuries. The Texans really dealing with some quarterback issues. First was Matt Schaub, and then John David Booty, he's out as well. Bengals dealing with some injuries. Browns just coming off the game against them. Jake Delhomme got hit very hard during the game, and he has broken ribs. He's going to be out for 3 weeks estimated. See there, dealing with some other issues as well. Larry Fitzgerald, he's out for a couple weeks, a star receiver for the Cardinals. Chargers, some issues. Raymond and Darren Sproles, looks like 3 weeks each for them. And here's the Dolphins, our opponent, coming up. They just have one listed injury, right outside linebacker, Keith Bullock. And 49ers, they got some issues as well, for sure. Giants still dealing with some stuff. The Jets, hey, are going to be without Santonio Holmes. Former Steelers, going to be out for estimated 6 weeks. Tough break there for them. Injuries there to the Raiders, Ravens, and the Redskins coming off of that massive upset win. They did that without Donovan McNabb. Donovan McNabb is going to be able to play in his first game of the season this week. He's come back from an injury, so Redskins obviously a brutal start to the season, but maybe they can turn things around now. Obviously coming off of some nice momentum with a huge win. And Seahawks dealing with some quarterback issues. Matt Hasselbeck lost for the season. Now Charlie Whitehurst is going to be out. They got injuries on other places as well. So here we go. It is time for Week 7 on the road against the Miami Dolphins. We are, of course, 4-1. Victories over the Falcons, Titans, Buccaneers, and Browns. A loss to the Ravens. Coming off of that, a very impressive showing, a 31-point victory, taking on the Miami Dolphins, who've had a really rough go of it so far here, 2010 season. Start things off, a field goal loss against the Bills, a field goal loss against the Vikings, both road games, and losing by a touchdown against the Jets, losing by a field goal against the Patriots, and losing by 8 on the road against the Packers. So they have had nothing but one possession games here, and they've played some pretty quality opponents as well. The Vikings, the Patriots, last 2 unbeaten teams, and the 5-1 Packers. So a 0-5 record for the Dolphins, but looking at it more closely, it's not as unimpressive as it initially looks. They've been competitive, at least, against good teams. We got to bring it here, trying to get ourselves to a 5-1 record, 1 p.m. start time on the road against the Dolphins. Let's go. And Miami, the home team here, looking for their first victory of the season. They're going to be wearing their white uniforms, their regular away uniforms. And for us, we will be wearing our regular home uniforms of black uniforms on the road here. Let's get out to Miami, Week 7, the 2010 season, the 4-1 Steelers at the 0-5 Dolphins. Let's go.
Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. The rain is really coming down here at Sun Life Stadium. I'm Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth, and welcome to Miami. Glad to have you with us for this head-to-head between the Steelers and the Dolphins. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the 2 quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on.
Well, dealing with some weather here. It is rainy, it is windy here in Miami. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month here still in the NFL. A lot of NFL players wearing pink here this month. And we are ready for this 1 o'clock game in rainy Miami, Florida. We are underway. Randall L. back to return the opening kickoff. And he's got it past the 30.
It back to the 30.
And here we go.
The Steelers will begin this drive at the 30.
Roethlisberger coming off a solid game against the Browns. And hand off to McCoy. Nowhere for him to go.
Well, you know you've got an aggressive safety when he's making tackles for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Typically these guys...
First carry, first play of the game, nothing there.
Now when you see somebody in the backfield, that's impressive.
Roethlisberger tries to fire it out to McCoy. No, not gonna happen.
Well, when you face windy conditions like this, there's no question it's going to be a major factor for the passing game. So probably which of these teams can establish this run first.
Well, here we go. It's going to be a quick 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 coming up. And you can see slipping there as you try to throw. That's going to be ruled a fumble. That looked like a pass. That looked like a pass. Stark swoops it up and is going to run in the end zone. For the moment, it is a touchdown for Miami. I really thought he was moving. The arm was moving forward, and that would be ruled an incomplete pass.
Mike Tomlin
Gonna challenge it here.
take another look at this one.
This is, of course, a huge moment. What's his arm moving forward is the question. I'm not showing it here, but and the way the ref ruled it initially is that the hit caused the ball to come out, or Roethlisberger was trying to hold on to it, maybe just couldn't in the rainy weather. The ruling will stand. So, a weird start here to the game. Oh, the ball did not go forward. That's the issue here. Hit, and the ball ends up going backwards. That is actually a very good call. Ref was right there looking at it, saw the ball went backwards, and what an ugly break. And what we received to start this game, we were hoping to strike first. We have not struck first all season, and that trend will continue. Miami on the board first here, and it's going to come with their defense making a nice play in the rainy conditions.
Dan Carpenter puts it through, and it's a 7-point game. Miami up 7 points. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the NFL. Collects it at the 7. He makes it to the 23-yard line.
Well, nowhere there for
The
him.
setup shot at the 23-yard line. Daylight. The stop was made by Culver.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Maybe not the right decision by McCoy. Was trying to spin it around. There certainly wasn't much room. Probably was no chance anyway. That's going to be a loss of 3.
Running out of time.
Nothing opened up at all. There was nothing for Roethlisberger to do. He's trying to run around on the outside of it. And he's going to lose some yardage there for sure.
Down the field, now you come with a good blitz, and the quarterback just doesn't have time to get it off.
Oh. Randall slipping. Our receiver's slipping. We've been in these rough conditions here.
And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
And really, it could not have been a worse offensive showing on our first 2 possessions. Unless Miami got another defensive score, I guess. But we just went backwards. 11 yards. That was our drive. First drive. Touchdown Miami.
Takes a lick as he lets
Possessions, we should say. They weren't drives at all. And Miami's going to start things off with an 8-yard gain to Heartline.
Love to run, because if the defense is even a little bit lax in their coverage, it's pretty easy to get that one in there.
Clark all over it. Ryan Clark, good defense. And New England, no surprise, well in front of the division.
Miami will go with the Wildcat.
3rd and 2.
Option.
And we'll hand it to Williams. He's going to be brought down.
Was there for the stop.
But with a face mask penalty.
I don't care how good your defense may be, you're asking for trouble when you start giving teams free 1st downs.
Come on.
Coaches get upset enough when you make a physical mistake on the field. But when you make that kind of a mental mistake on 3rd down, coaches go nuts.
Again, he'll get the call. Wow, racks up 5 on the run.
There's the Browns. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
Yards to convert for a 1st down. Give to the tailback.
Brown is a yard short.
Great play by the defense. You always hear
What will
coaches
they do
talking
here?
about whoever gets lower. Get
They're
your
gonna
pad
line up
level
for the
lower
field
than the
goal.
offensive lineman. That
Not
time
an
the
easy task in
defensive line
rainy
did
conditions.
exactly that.
37 yards, and he's going to miss it wide left. And dealing with the rainy conditions, Carpenter is just going to pull that one.
The Steelers
We'll
start
take
this
that
drive
here. We'll
at
take
the
it for sure.
27-yard line.
Miami not able to make it a 2-possession game.
He tries to scramble.
Trying to get to Miller.
Keith Miller was his
And
intended
then with the
target.
flag. Well,
They'll face 2nd down and 10. Looks left. Here's
to
a short pass.
McCoy. That's going to be a first
And he's
down.
knocked
Let's go.
out at the 41-yard line.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
Close. Nice gain there, 11-yard pickup.
They line up at the 48. The halfback with the carry. A 5-yard gain. That brings up second down. Second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. Hit as he throws.
To Miller, catch me. Let's go. Oh, but Miller is not getting up right away there. Getting up with some help now. He will head over to the sideline.
First down and 10 at the 25. Scrambles away from defenders.
And McCoy, nice work after the catch.
Yeah, when you see the blitz, you have to understand your own protections, because if your protection is sliding away from the blitz, you have no choice but to get it out of there to the hot receiver.
To about the 5.
At the 6. 6-yard pickup. That'll bring up second down.
And Miller's going to be rolled out the rest of the game. Hopefully he is going to be okay. Who's Sternum? Second and 4. And McCoy, he lost the ball.
Anderson picks the ball up off the ground.
Weaver will make the tackle, but it's another turnover. Well, I mean, obviously the rough conditions here, but can't turn it over, can't fumble. Ball clearly out. Weaver will make the tackle right away. But we were so close to having this game tied up.
Kenny gives it up the middle. Brown runs for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, both sides missing the opportunity from points. Miami missing the field goal. And us turning it over. Brown tackled Malu after a 1-yard gain and bring them down. So 3rd and 5 here.
Still looking for an open man.
Ball's out. Clark has it. And we are going to get a fumble back.
Wide receivers are pretty good at catching the football. They're not always good at running with the football. It takes a lot of strength to hold on to that ball, and he gave it up.
Yeah, another look at it. Obviously a big play here. See if we'll get it back. Bradley making the tackle. Ball will come out. Ryan Clark will dive on it. And we got it back here. We are up to the 21-yard line. Defense coming through for us. Forward in motion.
Searching for an open
And
man.
trying to get it to more in the air, but it's
If this
just
rain keeps up, you're going to see a lot more
slipping out of his
passes
hands.
getting away from these quarterbacks, and it really could force some adjustments in their offensive game plans.
cut it out and try to find a way, and saw that was just going to make it a lot worse. So, 3rd and 16 now. From here would be about a 43-yard field goal in tough conditions. 16 yards is needed for a first down. We're going to go to the end zone. Trying to go to McCoy, not going to happen. And can we come through here in the rough conditions with the field goal? So we got 43-yarder. This is tough. This is going to be really tough. Wind, all that. Gonna have to hit it perfectly. Gonna have to figure this out. 4th and long. Feel like it's our best option, and read it. God, what a kick there. Jeff Reed, 43 yards in rough conditions. He's gonna put us on the board. Big hit by Worlds.
Jason Worlds might have been shaken up a bit on the play.
He was fine in there. He's a little shaken up afterwards.
Has a man short to his left.
Catch made. McFadden will bring him out.
The 34-yard line. They give it off here.
Short.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He did not.
And here we go, 3rd and inches here. They're gonna look to pass. Interesting decision. Oh no, they're gonna get all for interference.
And the offense gets brand new life thanks to that penalty on 3rd down.
It's coming back on the pass there, and just got the timing wrong. Hit him too early. Pass interference, first down.
Has a man to his right.
Oh, and Woodley's not able to get to
He
him.
gets knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
It's tough to pay too much attention to a running back in the passing.
Might do it for the first quarter. I could snap it again if they want to.
Occasionally they can hit you for a big play.
And they're going to hand it off to Brian. He's not going to get much. So we go to the second quarter. Trailing again. 7-3 Miami.
Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 7-3.
And here we go for the second quarter. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Come on, defense. Off to Williams. We will
He's wrestled down at the 30.
have him brought down. 30-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, obviously tough conditions here. 1 touchdown scored from Miami's defense. Fumble. Sack fumble.
Dumps it out right.
And almost in the area. Throw off target. 4th and 4. What are the Dolphins going to do? They're going to line up for a field goal. We just hit one. They missed one earlier. Certainly not good conditions. Rainy and windy. They're going to give it a go here. And this one is off the crossbar. Oh, it hooked. It hooked accurately. but just did not quite have enough to get there. Off the crossbar. Agonizingly close there for the Dolphins. But they cannot add to their total, still at 7.
Short throw to the right.
To Nelson, catches made, not able to get anything upfield, so it's going to be a short game.
After the catch is made, when he can't find his way into open space, you'll see plays like that.
To Randall he's going to have another ground. Having a strong season for us, his first catch of this game.
Inside handoff. And the tackle was made by Channing Crowder.
And McCoy can't get away, but frustrated there, you can see.
Good coverage downfield.
Trying to get it to him.
And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
Let's go. Third and 10 here.
Gets it away.
To Randall, got it to him. We come through, first down.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
Another look here, third down and 10. Trying to move the chains. Able to get there right on the money, able to hold on. Perfect throw, great catch, great determination. And that is big here for us. It'll move the chains. We are up to the 36-yard line.
Pass is short right side.
Again to Randall L.
He's brought down.
8-yard gain.
28-yard line.
And LaShawn McCoy breaks through. Touchdown, Steelers.
The Steelers started at their own 35 and used 7.
Look here up the middle. Just found his way through it. He was off to the races.
Trying to go up by 3, they'll kick the extra point.
I'll take a time out. I'm gonna go for it here. Feel good, let's get this.
Well, they will go for 2 here. He's searching for a receiver.
And Roethlisberger's gonna run it in for 2.
They were able to get it in for 2.
And you could tell the offense had a plan throughout that drive. Not only did they get the touchdown, but they immediately got the call in for the 2-point conversion. They knew exactly what they wanted to do and executed it perfectly.
And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon, the official official wireless service sponsor of the National Football League. Caught at the 8.
Here's the tackle. Big 2-point conversion. That's going to put us in a situation where if we get another field goal, that'll put us up by a full 7 points. So that'll put them touchdown and an extra point away. It's a bit of a gamble, but went for it and able to pick it up.
Counter right side. He's tackled at the 30. Brown gains around 3 yards on the run. Goes through his progression.
McFadden on the defense breaks it up.
Give up that quick pressure like that. Very seldom are those passes completed.
Here we go, big 3rd down.
Dumps it out left.
And he's going to make the catch. It's not going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Tackling and keeping things in front of him on that series to force the 3 and out.
Antoine Randall awaiting the return.
And a little fair catch.
The Steelers have to be happy with how their offense performed that last time around. That was some drive, and now maybe they come out a little more loose in this drive.
Weaver up the middle.
Time with his feet.
Burger down the field is going to get it to Nelson.
At the 31.
Playmakers in the open field, there's nothing more exciting in football and nothing that hurts a defense more than when you think you have that quarterback in your sights and he gets it out of there.
Let's go. Big completion, deep downfield. Halfback draw, McCoy has got a 1st down into the red zone.
Boy, anytime this back gets a chance to see things develop in front of him and get a little momentum going, he is so effective. That time the lane was there, he shot right through there and picked up a big 1st down.
He's going to drop down. I'm trying to move up there. Not quite able to. It's going to be a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 here.
Again with the
Halfback. Counter there to McCoy.
And so it will be 3rd down. Here's a look at today's Red Zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man. Man.
We're 3rd and 10 here.
Has a man short to his left.
Randall, oh, it's going to be complete, but he's not going to be able to get anything after
At
it.
the 17.
Jeffrey, everybody's going to come out here. Jeffrey. I need 3 more. Put us up by 7. Obviously tough conditions. Got to account for the wind. Get the hold, the snap. Got to get everything clean, and that is perfect.
gets out to the 28-yard line. Up the middle. And he's tackled at the 35.
Here's a run from Brown up the middle.
7 yards on the play. Looking for a man. His pass will fall incomplete.
And that's one of those that the wideout goes back to the huddle thinking, he stinks, this guy's terrible. Then as soon as he sees his quarterback, he says, don't worry about it, we'll get it next time.
Oh, and Brown up the middle, 3rd and 3. They're going to come through and get a first down on the ground.
Looks left. Here's a short pass. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. So, as we reach the 2-minute warning, we would like to take the time to mention that as part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, players throughout the NFL will be wearing pink game apparel to raise awareness of the importance of annual screenings. The players will auction the gear through NFLauctions.nfl.com, with proceeds benefiting the American Cancer Society. Visit cancer.org for more information. Folks, it's a great cause.
Tackle made 3rd and 5 coming up. Sack made, 4th and 13. We will take our final timeout. Great work. Field out to punt. Miami protecting. Ringwell's going to have some room to work with here. Again, blocking set up at some space up to 34.
The Steelers were having their way with this defense last time out, but were held to just 3 points. They'll look to top that here.
He lets it go.
Toward, it is caught. Oh,
He's pushed out of bounds at the 38.
stumbling a little bit after he caught it, but still able to get a nice gain on it.
NFL Combine this year, I'm not sure he'd be drafted any higher than about the 6th or the 7th round, but he has certainly proven to be a superstar in the NFL during the course of his career. Boy, a missed opportunity there. If he could have gotten the ball to the
10 here.
halfback that time, there was a chance he could have done something with it.
To Nelson. Gosh, I got to cross the middle of Nelson. Not the right decision. So 3rd and 10 here.
Third down. Rolling to his left.
Yeah, Roethlisberger
Pass rush almost
trying to
got
throw
there
it.
that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Fourth and 10. Yeah, I can just punt it here. I mean, get deep in the zone, but let's try to pin him back at the halftime. Let's pull over the ends it towards the
He
sideline.
angles it out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Now, this has got to be one of the tougher punts to make here.
Well, it's out right at the 20, so it's
Too much on the kick,
the same as being a
touchback.
touchback.
You did a great job hitting it just right on that one.
Towards the sideline. Did he just catch that? Yes.
Brandon Marshall on the receiving end and his first catch of the game.
What? Crazy catch here. Brandon Marshall. Coming up with the grab for the Dolphins, and it's going to give them a chance here. Still 1:01 left, and they have all their timeouts. Frustrating end to our last drive offense. Second guessing play calling here.
Still looking for an open man.
Hot line, a big run.
Dropped down at the 42.
Defensively, they
Catch
just
it.
haven't
He
made
broke
enough
free
adjustments
up to the
yet as
42.
the offense continues to use a more wide
We'll take the
receiver
first
set.
time out. There's
Essentially, you gotta
53
get out of
seconds
that
left
one-score
here.
defense because you're asking too much from your safeties and linebackers to cover those wideouts.
Penny across the middle. Brought down 14-7 the score. Getting close to halftime. Dolphins trying to cut into the deficit or potentially erase it. Trying to hold on here. Bradley getting pretty close. It's going to be broken up down the
Del
field.
Rio was the intended receiver on the play. Passes it downfield.
And it's going to be caught by Marshall.
At the 12.
The Dolphins are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
Going for the end zone.
Second and 10 now.
Following the incomplete pass.
The end zone there, not able to connect. We have one timeout left.
Fires it in the end zone.
Broken up by Taylor. Oh, they had a man across the middle of the field.
Down situation.
We went with the pressure there. They had an opportunity across the middle, and he didn't see it. 3rd and 10 here.
The pass is away.
And it is caught by Marshall. He's going to be short. It's 4th and 1. The clock continuing to
Not sure
run.
if he reached it, they'll measure. They didn't make it, so they'll turn it over on down.
Miami has their timeout. They're
The kick
not
in.
going to use it. They're just going to bring the field goal unit on, and Carpenter's going to put it through. 14-10 will be the halftime
And as we head to
score.
halftime, the score is 14-10.
And here we go, 14-10 lead in Miami at the half. We are 4-1. Miami is 0-5, but Miami, they are not as bad as their 0-5 record would indicate. All of their games have been decided by single possessions, and 3 of their opponents are 3 of the top teams in the NFL. So they've had a tough schedule, and they've been very competitive. They are competing well here in really, really rough conditions. It is raining hard. It is windy. It's a different kind of game than usual there. And Sheets is going to dodge the initial tackle there. He ran right by him. And here we go. Miami starting things off. Held him out of the end zone at the end of the first half. They're going to come out here in Wildcat formation. Brown will hand it to Williams, and we got him.
That one looked like a halfback option, and when you try and run that play, you have to be able to set that edge and get the back outside. That time, simply no time to get the ball in to even
And
think
up the
about it.
middle, Harrison will make the tackle. And 3rd and 6. Toward the sideline, William Gaze there on the cover. That ball is going out of bounds.
Well, you're going to have to gather the troops over on the sideline.
Defense
because
starting out
whether
the second
it was
half
full
strong,
play
shutting them down.
execution, they never got anything
Fields
going that time.
boots it. Randall's going to have a bit of space here for the return. Put that on the
Up the middle.
Ugh.
Scrambling away from the rush.
Oh, and a very ambitious decision, and not a good decision there from Roethlisberger. Maybe didn't see the whole situation there. That was into double coverage, well downfield. It's gonna get swatted down easily from the Dolphins defense. It's gonna bring up a 3rd and 9 situation. Got it to McCoy. He's going to break multiple tackles. And McCoy tries to cut it back inside. And
At the 43-yard line.
incredible effort breaking
Ball for an
tackles
timeout
there.
as the Dolphins player makes his way to the bench.
Throwing it across here. Looks like he had no chance for a first down, but going to shake off multiple tackles and try to cut it back in there. Maybe cut it back a little too early. No real chance, but was looking to take it the whole way. A very, very nice play for us. Chains are moved past midfield, somehow finding a way to get it done. A little more. He's got about a yard.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
Roethlisberger moving up. It's going to get brought down. It's going to be a sack.
Well, it's difficult for an offense and an offense's ego to
Play action may just be like out of the equation. Offensive line's not going to hold up to it this season.
And don't let it bother you. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, and it's going to go for the long one across the middle, taking a chance on 3rd and 10. But this time it's not going to pay off. It's going to be an interception. Giving it a go, trying to get it there. It's Randall on the field. Conditions have not been good. Blocking has been suspect. And decision making has been as well at times for Roethlisberger.
It's a gain of 4. That brings up 2nd down.
Just hard to move the ball here. This game. Receivers slipping all over really.
Surveys the field.
Very fluid. Marino's gonna break away. from more.
The dangers you run into this next one, always trying to get after the quarterback, and you're going to leave some man coverage on the outside. That time the quarterback able to take advantage.
The tackle's going to be made, and Paul Muller ended up getting some face mask there, so that's going to be 15 yards tacked to the end of it. Dolphins are at the 25. They are 25 yards away from taking a second half lead here at home.
You have to be able to control yourself on the football field. That's a big mistake.
Here's a look at today's Red Zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam! Thank you for smelling great, man.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
They'll throw for the first.
And thrown out to the sideline. He's going to miss the target there. 4th and 3. That's the third quarter. They're going to line up for the field goal. He had a chance there towards the sideline. Felt some pressure. Did not make the accurate throw. They're going to try to make it a 1-point game, and he's going to miss again. You can see the frustration there. So there's frustration from all the Dolphin fans. For sure. That one was the most makeable attempt. And that one's going to be well off target.
It's the tailback.
And the conditions have been brutal out here.
26-yarder.
We've been able to connect on our field goals, though, just able to get the job done, able to handle it better. Nothing there on the ground. Interception from Roethlisberger last try, but not a bad interception. It's 3rd and 10. Gonna have to punt it away the next play anyway.
He's tackled at the
It's a bit of a difference in field position.
First down that time, but you drop back, you make a good
No
throw
interception's a
like
good
that.
interception, but
Now you're in position
you know
to
what I mean.
pick up the
3rd and 2 now, and big situation here. Trying to avoid a 3 and out. Dolphins want the ball right back. I'll try to see what we can get here. And McCoy's got enough.
He may not have got there.
I think he's got enough. Yes.
He got it. That's a first down.
There are some backs in this league that just have a feel for that first down marker, almost like they can see that yellow line on the field and know how to get there.
Here's the
And
give.
more, no.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
2nd and 12 here.
Flips it out
Tim
short to his
McCoy,
left.
he's not going to hold on to that one. It's his hand on his helmet.
With the coverage on the play.
And 3rd and 12.
He's going to pass.
Throwing it out towards the sideline. It's going to be incomplete.
Mighty Mouse finds more.
And he's going to punt it away here. Jay hustling in there, but Bess is going to shake off the tackle. Weaver will bring that on the 29.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field. Get a few
3:49
yards. You never
remaining
get
in the
upset
third
with
quarter.
a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done. a minimal gain.
Polamalu hits him first in the backfield, and it's going to be a 3-yard loss, and it's going to be 4th down for the Dolphins. And nothing there from Miami. They go 3 and out. Randall calls for the fair catch. Be safe, be cautious.
They were forced to punt on their last drive.
Punts back and forth here. Field possession battle. Field position. Field possession. Ball possession, I should say. Can't turn it over. Gotta move the chains though. It's gonna be a 2-yard loss. The handoff to Molde Moore. Roethlisberger's gonna go deep. He got hit as he threw. Wallace comes back and almost makes the catch. Yeah, Roethlisberger, I think he got hit as he threw. Didn't quite get full throw power into that one. Could have put more down the field. Wallace did have some space there initially. Have a chance for something. It's gonna come up empty. Trying to get away there, hit as he threw. And no success on the ground, first play. And look to the air, no success either. So we're going to go a quick 3 out also and punt it right back to him. William Gay all over it, except he got some face masks on the tackle. That's going to have Miami starting this drive just shy of midfield.
One thing we've learned about this defense is
49-yard line is where they will be taking over. Broken up. Taylor in the coverage.
Camarillo was the intended receiver on the play.
That was good defense there. Shutting it down. Very nice play.
Here's the pass.
Broken up. William Gay on the coverage. 3rd and 10.
Faced with a 3rd down situation. Short pass to his left.
And he will make the tackle. 4th and 4 coming up.
The Steelers were flying to the ball on that series. There's no way they were going to let them
And
get
they
a first
will
down.
line up to punt. And we're going to move up. Let's see, try a fake. Should get into the end zone. It will.
And it's in the end zone.
Touchback with 10 seconds left in the
They
3rd
couldn't do
quarter.
anything against this defense on their last drive.
It's been punts back and forth. McCoy is going to get brought down in the backfield. That's going to take us to the 4th quarter. Tough to move the ball here in Miami. 14-10 after 3. Steelers with the lead.
So at the end of 3, the score is 14-10.
Here we go, 14-10 in rainy, windy Miami. Gonna fire it to Wallace and not able to get to him.
Good pressure that time when they forced the bad throw. Not much you could have done with the pocket
It has been
collapsing
tough
like
to
that.
move the ball for both sides, especially of late. It's been punts back and forth. 3rd and 11. And with the halfback draw. Brody Moore gonna try to break it. He's not going to. He'll get about 4 yards.
Excellent job by the defense to force a 3 and out.
I'll help a little with field position, but gotta punt it.
First down, it gives you a little offensive momentum going, but anytime you go 3 and out, it is so tough on your defense.
There's so much time left here.
3 and outs translates to points against your team and entire defense.
Sepulveda. He's gonna boot it. And that's gonna be brought down. About 14 minutes remaining. Dolphins starting here at 32.
Brown takes the hand.
Brown is brought down by Clark.
At the 36-yard line.
And Brown's gonna break free and he's got a first down.
Is this a first down?
I believe, and yes.
Yes, he got there. First down.
First and 10 here for the Dolphins.
Handoff to the
And
right.
Woodley is gonna make the tackle.
They tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
And Radley will make the tackle on the hard line. It's gonna be 39.
Hammered as he lets it go.
Ryan Clark is gonna break it up and it's gonna be 4th down.
That kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
Dolphins gonna have to punt it back.
Signals
Good
on the
catch by
ground.
Randall, playing it safe there.
So, Chris, if you're the coach right now, what do you call in this situation?
Big thing now is you have to keep possession of the ball and use up the clock. You can't have a 3 and out here. I still think that on this first down play is the best time to be aggressive with the offense. Go play action. You know they're going to be coming after you. See if you can pick up
2nd and 8 now.
and get this drive going.
Couple yards there. The fullback dive. Weaver. To McCoy wasn't quite ready for it there. Come
Well,
on.
they're still trying to complete passes out here in the wind, but as you can tell, it is not easy.
Under
And
heavy
Roethlisberger
pressure.
trying to get a throw way there. Receiver he was looking at slipped.
Get up that time to force the incompletion.
And watch out, they're going to bring the heat right here.
Nice punt from Sepulveda.
And it calls
Fair
for
catch
the
called
fair
at 30. That is a beautiful punt. No return.
Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive.
Big. They were not setting up really for the return. And it will start here. There's a flag.
Good coverage downfield.
Pre-snap penalty, complete camera. The ball is out.
Miami got it.
Miami has a recovery. And they're gonna end up with the recovery, and that is big because I mean we would not have had the football even if we got it. But if we did get it, they would have not accepted this play, of course. And it would have been a big difference in field position. Just, I had a good chance there. Maybe just dove it there. Maybe it went out of bounds. Had a chance for a moment at least. But stays with Miami. The play will stand. And they are up here to the 45. Brown on the carry. Maybe a yard or two.
Conservative call when the clock is ticking.
Yeah, and really the way the game is played these days, if you're good enough throwing the football, you can make conservative pass calls.
Williams up the middle. About a 4-yard pickup, 3rd and 5. And this may be 4-down territory here for Miami. Not quite midway through the fourth quarter. And it's going to be complete to best first down. Kiesel play is going to make the tackle.
The 32-yard line. Yet another run that goes nowhere, and that's been the theme for him today. He gets off the
Complete.
He's dropped down at the
Got the
21.
connection. Cross the middle. Cross
These athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go
Boy.
up above the defense and make
Penny
a play like
right
that.
on the money there. Got it above Harris. And the Dolphins really threatening here. They're 21 points away from a late lead. And Hartline, the receiver intended. Mike Taylor on the coverage. Breaks it up, 2nd and 10. Allen flying in there. Brown is hitting the backfield, 2-yard loss. That is a huge play from Allen. And the Dolphins quite likely are in a 4-down territory here at this situation. Under 6 minutes now, under 5:30 now. 3rd and 12.
Rolls to his right.
And it's going to be complete to Hartline, and I think he's got enough for a first. It's going to be close.
Did he get there? We'll have to measure it.
He's got enough.
The signal is a first down.
We're able to get connection over Butler. Certainly a big play there for Miami.
Here's the throw.
And they're going to try to go after Butler again. This time they're not able to get it.
Looking at
They're
second
looking
down.
for Marshall. Can our defense get a huge stand here?
Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam! Thank you for smelling great, man.
Hand off to Brown. He's going to get some yardage. He's going to get about halfway there, down to the 5-yard line. Let's go.
To the end zone.
Broke broken up. Worlds on the coverage.
And those are the kind of big third down plays.
And it's going to be 4th and 5, and we are about to see the biggest play of the ball game here. 3:46, Miami down by 4. 4th and 5 at the 5. And this is a massive play right here.
Has a man short to his left.
It is complete to Best, but he's not going to be able to get in.
We'll pause here while the injured Steeler gets off the field.
And we are able to get the stand here. Play call for Miami will be questioned. The throw is complete back around the 6-yard line, and they did not have things set up. World and McFadden in together on the tackle. And it will shut down the Dolphins. There is still 3:40 left. They have all 3 timeouts. Game is far from over, but obviously a massive play there. Now, can we get a drive? Can we get some first downs? Pressure is on here. Hand off to McCoy,
He's wrestled down.
who has lost a fumble earlier this game.
Second down.
Hold on. Halfback draw, and
He's brought down.
will be able to run it down to the 2-minute warning now. Timed that well. So we're going to take it all the way down here. And it's going to be the 2-minute warning coming up. 3rd and 5, massive play.
So, as we reach the 2-minute warning, we would like to take the time to mention that as part of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, players throughout the NFL will be wearing pink game apparel to raise awareness of the importance of annual screenings. The players will auction the gear through NFLauctions.nfl.com, with proceeds benefit the American Cancer Society. Visit cancer.org for more information. Folks, it's a great cause.
So here we go. 3rd and 5 coming up. A little bit quick to the line here. Trying to get pressure was there, throwing out to Nelson. Would have been dangerous to put it right to him. Frustrating bit, but we can't get it done offensively. We get a little bit of space, but we're gonna have to punt it away. Just pulled it out to boot it. Tackle made by Burnett. That's a bit shaking up there. Big hit by Burnett. That's stumbling off the field. Well, Miami's going to have plenty of time. They got all 3 timeouts. They're going to need to go 56 yards to get into the end zone and take a late lead here. They're trying to get their first win of the season.
Throws the deep pass.
It's going to be thrown out of bounds, 2nd and 10.
The intended receiver.
You bring a little pressure and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw
Come
it there.
on, defense, come on. Find a way here, find a way. We're going to get the sack. Chad Henne will go down. Miami's going to take a timeout.
James Harrison gets to the quarterback for the first time this year.
Let's go. I'm going to take another look here at this real quick. Harrison has been so big for us defensively. That's going to be his first sack of the season, and what a huge time for it to come. 6-yard loss. It is going to be 3rd and 16 coming up.
Searching for an open man.
Another sack. And another timeout from Miami, so this is it here. Dolphins are going to have to come through, and it's just getting even more difficult for them. Finish this off here, find a way, come on. Fourth and 24.
Goes through his progression.
And throw it deep down the field. And it's going to be broken up. Turnover on it down. They're not able to connect. Chucking it deep down the field. So here we go. We can't quite fully take a knee. They have a timeout. It would leave a couple seconds. Probably we're going to run it, try to take up a little bit of clock like that. Cooley just holding on to the ball.
Let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
Forget that. Let's just take a couple kneel downs here. Don't want to risk anything. Can't fully run off.
They go with the kneel.
So stay up for a second. Anyway, maybe we can. Just run this the full way down, take the delay again, and snap it. That's what we'll do here. We should be able to get this victory without any sort of issue, without Miami touching the ball again. Yeah, I can take any sort of chance that's going to let every possible split second take off the clock and take the delay again.
They weren't able to get the play off. That will cost them 5. And a little replay, third down.
Third down is tough enough in the NFL, but when you start adding yardage to it, boy, it gets even tougher.
Just stay up for a second and take the knee and get the win. And we did it. That's it. Game is going to be over. 14-10 is going to be the final score. It was a battle here in really rough conditions in Miami. Very windy, very rainy, very difficult to move the ball. But found a way to get the job done. Coming from behind once again. Every game this season we've trailed, we've surrendered the first points of the ball game, and no different here. A defensive score for the Dolphins early. But found a way to get the job done. An ugly sort of game. Got a feel for Miami. They've been in every game this season. They've played some of the top teams in the NFL. They've had a really tough schedule. They've been very close, but they can't get their first win here. For us, able to get to 5-1, first place in the AFC North. Let's go Steelers. Let's go.
Here's today's swagger player of the game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant, the greatest smell in the NFL. Here's the play that rocked the stadium, the Doritos Crunch Time, play of the game. Our final in this one is the Steelers 14, the Dolphins 10.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.
14-10, the final. We found a way to get it done. That's what it's about, finding a way to get the victory. It was an interesting game because of the weather, a bit of a sloppy game because of the weather. Couldn't really move the ball, but able to find a way to get the win. 5-1 now on the season. Miami will fall to 0-6. Miami outgained us 263 to 237. They had more rushing yards. We had more passing yards. A little bit there. They had one more first down. They had more total yards. They won the turnover battle 3-1. So they outgained us and won the turnover battle, but were able to get the win. They also had a better third down conversion percentage. They were 0 for 2 fourth downs. We were 1 for 1, 2-point conversion. And that was big. That 2-point conversion, deciding to go for it. Miami was in a situation where they had to go for it late. They could have kicked a field goal and tied it up if we'd kicked the extra point, or taken the lead if we had failed on the 2-point conversion. So that was a massive play in this game. And they did better with penalties and time of possession. They had the advantage in many stats, but they will fall short. The fumble return from Starks early on in the game. We got a field goal, 7-3 Miami after 1. Touchdown run from McCoy. Went for the 2-point conversion. Got a field goal later, made it 14-7. They were able to get a field goal at the end of the first half. That was big, keeping them out of the end zone as well. That would be it for scoring in this game. 14-10, the final. No points in the second half. Ben Roethlisberger, 13 of 32, 192 yards. No touchdowns, 1 INT. Obviously not the best game he's played, but conditions, of course, affecting a lot of things. Sean McCoy, 18 attempts, 63 yards. He had a touchdown. Look from him. Not much success from Willie Moore. 4 catches for Randall L. and McCoy. Sean Nelson had 2. Miller, Ward, Wallace, all with 1. Polamalu led with 8 tackles. Bradley and Harrison both had 7. Jeff Reed doing his job, 2 for 2. That was, of course, clutch. Jeff Reed was big in this game. Had a long 43 and in these tough conditions. It was very, very impressive. Daniel Sepulveda, 7 punts from him. The little things really made the difference here. The little things going for points, but special teams, things like that. Randall L, 2 kick returns, 2 punt returns. And for the Dolphins, Chad Henne was 20 of 37, 197 yards, no touchdowns, no INTs. Rushing wise, Ronnie Brown, 23 attempts, Ricky Williams, 6. Ronnie Brown had almost all the yards, he had 84. Ryan Hartline led with 7 catches. Kimbrell had 4, Brandon Marshall had 3. Cameron Wait, all over the field, he had 9 tackles. That was more than twice as much as the second highest leading tackler with Miami. Sean Smith had 4 tackles. He had an INT. Dansby Crowder. And yeah, we had success kicking wise. Miami did not. Dan Carpenter, 1 of 4. That left 9 points on the board. And yeah, that was the difference in the game. You could say there's little things you could look at, but we were able to handle the weather on special teams, and they were not. Missing some quite makeable kicks, even with conditions. 6 punts from Fields. Best 2 returns, Sheets 2 returns, and punt returns. Best had 5. And that is all here from Miami, Florida. The Dolphins remain winless. They lose another close game. They put up another tough fight, but will fall short again. So, heartbreaking season, gut-wrenching season for the Dolphins so far. All these close losses to good competition. For us, 5-1. Feeling good. First place in the AFC North right now. My Ravens have 2 losses at this point. Of course, we'll play them again. There's a ton of football left here in the 2010 season. We'll play the rest of Week 7, and we will get caught up with the action. We'll watch the extra point. So here we go. Let's watch the extra point. Recap Week 7.
This is the extra point.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Extra Point. I'm Fran Charles from NFL Network, and we're set to take you around the league with game recaps, previews, and much more. Let's swing it over to Alex Flanagan, who'll get us started.
Thanks, Fran. Up first, highlights and stats from the weekend's best games, brought to you by Verizon Wireless. Let's begin in Miami. The Pittsburgh Steelers battled with the Miami Dolphins. Pittsburgh didn't do so hot on their third down plays. Pittsburgh came out on top, 14-10. The Jacksonville Jaguars faced off against the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. Matt Castle put in a solid day's work, throwing for more than 300 yards for the Chiefs. The Jags needed overtime, but they got the job done. Final score in this one, 23-20. The San Francisco 49ers clashed with the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Carolina got the win, 6-3.
Here are the AFC North standings for Week 7. Pittsburgh is currently leading the division.
All right, so it's time now to present our top 2 players of the week. Kyle Orton was recognized as the Offensive Player of the Week. Leroy Hill was recognized as the Defensive Player of the Week.
All right, Alex, thank you. Now here's a look at the entire slate of games this weekend. Great games are on tap for this weekend. Alex will give you a preview of the best matchups.
Green Bay goes to New York to take on the Jets. The Jets have lost 2 consecutive games. Santonio Holmes has the most catches this season for the Jets. New York has the best turnover differential in the league. Pittsburgh will visit the Superdome to take on the Saints. The Saints have won 2 straight games. Marcus Colston has the most receiving yards for the Saints this season. Minnesota travels to Gillette Stadium to take on the Patriots. Minnesota is currently second in the NFC North. Adrian Peterson leads the Vikings' ground attack. Minnesota is ranked second in the NFL in third down conversion percentage.
That'll do it from the studio. I'm Fran Charles from NFL Network. Join us next time for the Extra Point.
This has been the Extra Point, brought to you by Madden NFL 11.
Alright, and that is it for Week 7. A big game coming up Week 8. A primetime game on the road against the defending Super Bowl champion Saints in New Orleans. 5-1 record. Finding a way to get it done. Let's go Steelers. Come on.